Hey everyone, so I'm with another message. As you see, I'm a little hyped up or whatever. And the message is Democrats. So, for the people that don't understand things, I'm going to explain this story like this. Give me a second. I don't know, I do that every time. Alright, so you have the Republicans and the Democrats, right? And majority of the time, everybody want to go for the Democrats because the masses are within the poverty and middle class line. The higher class, they vote for the Democrats too because of the fact that they was born or raised in a low poverty situation, or they have family in that situation, so they want support, right? I'm gonna explain the system really the best way I can. So when it comes to the Democrats create programs for like assistant programs, financial assistance, all of these assistant programs and stuff, right? But this is the kicker. With the Democrat Party, and I'm not a politician, just to let you know, I'm not into politics, don't care 2 cents about politics. Okay, it's all about everybody equal across the board. So you can check reference yourself. I'm going to tell you the facts that they don't talk about, okay? All right. So, I have been the Democrat all my life because that's what I was raised into. 9 times out of 10, reason why you're a Democrat is because you was raised into it. Only select few do jump out of that system, okay? But this is how the Democrat work. The Democrat Party is technically set up to keep you in bondage. Yes, to keep you in bondage. They keep you in these programs so that you cannot get out. Ask yourself, for anybody on assistance, you can't go nowhere, you can't do nothing, you only can have a certain amount of money. If you get $1 more, then guess what? Your benefits are taken away from you. So that means you can't get a job. Because if you know you go get a job, you're putting yourself in a predicament where you won't have food or whatever you need. Because in your area, there's not enough of money being brought in from those jobs. So a lot of jobs, the average pay right now is probably like $10 an hour for a lot of the lower areas, right? But then when you calculate maybe a 1-bedroom apartment, your rent for that 1-bedroom apartment could be about $600-700. So even if you would try to go and say, you know what, I don't want to be on this system, I'm going to go get a job. You don't have enough of money to do it. So what happens? You're stuck in the system. No different than insurance. Guess what? Same thing. You get free insurance. But then if you go get a job, guess what? How much you got to pay out of pocket for insurance? Probably like $200 something. So add it 2 with the 7, what you got? $700, $800, $900 that you got to pay a month that you can't afford because your check only come up to about $600. Okay? System. It's to keep you bondage where you cannot grow. No different than the middle classes. Y'all don't have those assistant programs, but at the same, some of you are still in certain parts. But then don't allow your job to get a raise. That 50-cent raise can put you back into the position where you lose all your benefits. So now, do your kids get to eat tonight or not? Democrat Party is meant to keep you in bondage in a cap over your head so you can't move. They make it where you feel like they helping you, but they hindering you. How many of y'all still on Section 8 and still going back to Section 8? How many of y'all was middle class and was living a good life, but then the economy went up and then the food stamps and everything went down? How many of y'all had to walk away from those jobs just so your kids could survive? Yeah. See, the thing about with the Democratic Party, they are controlled by the higher elites, the ones that actually sacrificing y'all. Okay? Yes, they are. They're sacrificing y'all. See, that's why they try to make it pretty and stuff, because you're willing to sell yourself just for that extra $2 for food stamps, just for that extra insurance policy. See, they don't want you to get up because at the end of the day, they need to stay down. So what? They have you in these broken homes, broken systems where you barely can survive. When your vibrations are low, they can control you. Yes, they can control you. All right. When it comes to your kids in the school systems, right? How is it they can provide this money for food stamps and medical and stuff like that? But when it comes to your education, your kids aren't getting the education they need. You noticed that, right? No, you didn't notice that. It's all part of the system because they want to dumb y'all kids down so they don't elevate just like you. How many are generational Section 8 holders? A lot. How many of y'all have the money and means but don't go out there and advance yourselves? How many of y'all have stayed stuck in that system and thinking you're getting over? Was you? No, you wasn't, because you're still stuck. Just because you can buy some $200 Jordans that's really worth $16 doesn't mean that you up and popping, okay? Just to let you know that. So with the Democrat Party, they've been holding y'all hostage. Now let's reverse over to the Republican Party. Okay, with the Republican Party, they are a system set up to help you to get out of the system. There's a system to help you to advance yourself. See, they're creating a system where now they're making it harder for you to stay in it. And there's a reason why. So you don't get stuck there. So it's like you are a matrix inside of a matrix. You know, so they trying to help y'all get out. But the thing about it is, with food stamps and things now, they have it where you have to get a job. If you're not able to get if you are in a means where you can get a job, they're trying to help you with that. Okay, but a lot of y'all don't want to, because y'all are generational Section 8 and Medicaid workers. People that, you know, work for that. You understand? So with the Republican Party, the reason why y'all are so much against it, because you don't want to work. You want freebies. Okay, you want your 40 acres and a mule. Well, guess what, mule? Get up and do your acres like you're supposed to. Because no different than me. I have been in the system off and on in my lifetime. Minus the spells and stuff. But every time I got up out of the system, you can go check my records. Y'all been watching me anyway. In my records, every time I got on it, I found a way to get off of it. Okay, and then these mother suckers put me back into it. Alright, so like right now I'm on it, but I'm getting off of it. All right. So don't come for me. So back to the Republican Party. Republican Party is trying to help y'all to get out of this system so you won't be stuck with your hand out looking for something. Because guess what? When you get stuck with your hand out looking for something, you don't receive. So then y'all get mad because y'all don't get all the extra help as everyone else. Well, it look like instead of them holding their hands, they're utilizing it to make something out of it. You understand me? So this is the next part to this thing. Reason why Trump is the best candidate to be the president is because he's a businessman. By him being a businessman, yes, he have had bankruptcies, but because of all those things, it helped him to understand the laws and truths of the system. Even with the January 6th and all of that, a businessman, even though I'm gonna call it out, Trump, there's some corruptions that have happened, but that was God playing. Okay, you was being used. Okay, you was being used. You don't know. Now you know you was being used because your business ideas and your business mindset help society to see how corrupt the political side is. You showed them the business side of things that people don't get to see. Reason why a politician is not good to be a president, because they're not actually out here in the world seeing the truth and how everything works. Now, don't get me wrong. You grew up in a silver spoon lifestyle, but you also work with other people that didn't have that lifestyle as well. When politicians get in, it's a cat fight. That's all it is a cat fight back and forth. So really, it's all about who do this and who do that. They don't really care about the rules and the laws like that. It's all about how long I can create a law before the next one create a law. So if you've been in charge now, you can be able to utilize your position the right way because you're a businessman. So you know the numbers. You know how the numbers operate and what to do and what not to do. You have lost before, so now you know how to gain. And that's the best person to be in position. Also, since y'all Bible thumpers out here in the world, go back into the Bible. Any person that was in the Bible had flaws. Every single one of them was sinners. Just to let you know. They all were sinners at the beginning before God or before they were saved and became who they're supposed to be. So don't get mad at him for what God is showing y'all. And for my little Democrats over here on the side, it's time for y'all to stand up and use the hands that God gave you. Okay? Because this system with the food stamps, all of that, a lot of that's about to change. Because my thing is this. If you can go out here and buy name brand clothes, then you can go out here and work your butt off to buy the stuff yourself. Okay? That means instead of sitting out here buying all this high name brand stuff for your kids to say I did something, then show them how to have a house, have a car, something. Don't be on the streets, be over here thumbing folks and stuff like that. And then when it comes to the kids, now you want the government to pay for them. The government didn't have sex with you. That goes for the man and the female. They ain't have sex with you. So at the end of the day, these are kids. You have to take care of them. And buying them all this name brand stuff, but can't pay the rent on time and all of that. That ain't right. Okay, again, you can go check my record. I made sure that I taken care of my kids. I did whatever I had to do legally to make sure my kids had, and you can go check my records. I don't buy name brand clothes, just to let you know. If it is a name on it, best believe it came from the discount store. The most I pay for a shirt is probably like $10 or less. Okay, pants about the same thing. That's how much I pay for my clothes. I don't do all the extra. Shoes, I would go to Walmart and buy me a pair of $15 shoes and call it a day. Okay, so you can't come for me on that, because that's how I always raised myself. I handled myself, and I made sure my kids were straight. Okay, because I made sure that I didn't put my kids in that situation where they felt like they needed a name on something to be something. I taught my kids, put your name on your own stuff. Be your own celebrity. Be your own star. Don't sit back and over here pay no high price stuff or somebody else stuff off of a name. Create your own style and put your own name on it. That's where it's at. So I don't know why I had to come out here and just say all of this. But right now, all I say is this: everyone in the world, allow Trump to do what he's going to do. He's going to make everything right, because guess what? He's listening to me. And his spirit is in the right place. I know it. He's not who he was before, okay? I ain't saying that he was a perfect guy. No, he wasn't. He had some stuff with him just like everybody else, okay? But me and him already had a conversation in the spirit, and he's straight. Even his vice president is straight. They both straight in the spirit. They both on the right track. So I advise y'all to listen, okay? Because as long as y'all listen, everybody going to be happy. Everybody going to eat. And for the ones out here that y'all been sitting on y'all behind thinking y'all getting over, I'm about to show you another style to that. Y'all have a blessed day.